Well, boys, we are back. Another video. And I'm way overdue to record this video. This is the second of the constant spawning dragons in the Gilded Spire. I think we're 3 floors up. And I think it's pronounced Mirala. This one's a little different than Zarek. They're both billion hit point bosses. They're both big ass awesome dragons. They both do very little damage output, so it's a very safe camp for us with our healer Merc and Jobber. The one thing about this one is that she has a special, I think it's called like Royal Guardian, Royal Summon, something like that. Royal Demand, maybe. And it's bugged. And it's a forced feigned death with a 2-second stun. The spell is new to the game as of the expansion. What will happen is you will get it cast on you, and which is great for us because it wipes our aggro. You stand up and you might be stunned for 2 seconds. During that time, you can't attack, you can't use A's, you can't cast spells, whatever. And it tells you, you are stunned. You can't, whatever. But what happens with this bug is you'll stand up from the feigned death and your spell, the gems, the icons, your spell, you cannot cast. There's no stun message. You can attack. You can activate AAs. You can sit up and down. You can feign death to try to reset it, but you can't cast any spells. It's a bug. I think personally, my guess is that it has something to do with the server timer and the forced feign death and thinking that we're still feign death on the ground or something. I'm not sure. If that was the case, I would expect you need to be standing to cast, something like that. But regardless, it's a bug. I've had other feign death specials hit me where the bug has occurred a few times, but when you have a billion hit point boss, it happens a lot. And unfortunately, because if it gets caught with your spell tick timer, I think is the way I think it's set up is you'll go to cast, you'll get forced into the I can't cast a spell anymore. As soon as you get the ability, let's say 5 seconds, as you're casting that next spell, the special will hit you, and it'll bug again. So you'll get stuck in a loop of you're not stunned, but you can't cast. And it's clearly a bug, and it's a brand new spell of the game. And so I thought, you know what, let's report it to the forums, which I've told myself to stop doing, but I'm a glutton for punishment. So I do, and I write it up, very, very unbiased. Just, hey, here's the problem. It reproduces at least 50% of the special ticks. You will have this problem over a fight. Let's say 33%. Anyway, I get one response. Of course, it's not from a dev, because why would they ever respond to anything? But it's from just some guy. And his response is, yeah, that happens with feigned death specials. Just deal with it. I believe basically is what he said. He tried to go into, if you use stop cast, it'll reset it. It doesn't. I'm not new to this game. I've done everything in this game besides raiding you can do. I know how to manipulate issues. It's why I'm on the test server. Anyway, it took all my patience to not tell this guy, post this guy, hey man, thanks for nothing. Don't come to the bug forums. Don't come to the testing forums. Stay off of it, because if your response to a bug is to say that's just how it is, you shouldn't be here. You're supposed to report game mistakes, in-game mistakes, and try to work with the developers to get them fixed. Not, hey, it's broken. It's always been broken. Again, my point was that a brand new spell. So why don't we at least try to fix this one? So there's my rant about this nice, awesome dragon and the stupidity on the EQ forums and why I can't post there anymore. It upsets my day. Enough of that, boys. I will show you the fight. It is a billion hit points. It will take 10 minutes. It is a very casual fight. There's no urgency other than making sure you're standing up and getting your dots on. So we'll send Jobber, just like Zarek. It's a belly cast. So you want to set yourself up. You test it with that. I like to change, and we're already down. I like to change views a little so I can see some stuff. We'll debuff. Yeah, that ought to work. We're up. We'll get everything going. That's about right. And we'll start with our first burn. And we're down. Burn. Sorry, not burn. Oh, we're already in one. Great. And we're off. Let's see if we get hit. Nope. All right, so we're good to go. Next time it happens, boys, I'll show you. You can press attack. You can activate Invis. You can feign death, try to stand back up to reset it. I mean, okay, here we go. Let's see. No, that should be fine because we have the message that you must be standing. It's like when it doesn't realize that you've, let's see if this is it. Yeah, this is it. Here's one we can attack. We can't cast. There we go. And so we're stuck in a loop again. Let's see. We can attack. We can't cast. We can cast Invis with the AA, but we can't cast a spell. Alright, so we missed it. We're good. We didn't get stuck in the loop. So, but what this does is it causes a little bit of a headache for any sort of dot lineup, any sort of burn. So basically you're not going to be doing as much damage as you, and we're stuck again, as you normally would. It's not the end of the world. It just makes things take longer. So like I should technically be at the full dot lineup and now hitting rogues, but I've lost so many dots, I'm not going to waste that. So I'll actually probably hold on to rogues and just wait for wounds to blink and do that. Like, that's my round 2 of burns. I'll do round 2 first, and then we'll have rogues afterwards. You will go through a handful of burns, so we got a blink. Not ready to use it just yet, or hit everything. I'm going to get these last few spells on again, so we have everything going. Alright, so now we'll hit prep and burn. I'm going to use a glyph. I won't hit the wrong button this time. Everyone must be standing, which is fine. Great. We want that message. So now that we have a burn on, our goal is to not get into a bug loop. Although it's nothing... Yeah, we're in a loop. So right now, we're not refreshing our dots in a timely manner. This could come back to bite us. Nope. All right, so we're out of it for now. I just hate watching dots blink during a burn. It hurts me as a necromancer because I want my full dot lineup the whole burn. So we've done... This was terrible. We did no damage on this burn. But it's fine because overall we'll end up with probably 1-2 to 1-3 for a 10-minute fight, which is more than adequate to take this girl down in an appropriate amount of time. Girl, guy, I'm not sure. I've been saying girl, but I don't know. But the reason why, sorry boys, the reason why we put up with this shit is that, come on, this is the one of the two, we're stuck in a loop, that drops visible, trade skill, armor pieces. Zarek drops the non-vis, so your mask, your earring clasp, your ring, whatever they're called. And Mirala drops, the robe piece, the bracer piece, etc. I need to go ahead and recast wounds. I've been lazy. So I have killed this dragon. I'm going to say, let's just overestimate at 50, but it's probably not that far off. 50 times. And I am down to needing pants. Pants are the last piece I need. And so I was thinking about that this morning. This is the second time I've killed her today. Ugh. And I thought, oh, crap, I haven't made a video. Because I didn't record the very first time I killed it for some reason. I think it's because I didn't have any... I was low on AAs and I didn't have intensity and I didn't want to use a glyph, so I didn't think it was going to be... I thought it was going to be a 30-minute video, but it turns out you don't have to have... You don't have to use glyphs. You don't have to use intensity. It's such a long fight that you can just go through it with using Twin Cast and Spire and your robes, and it's all good. And speaking of, if that wounds would ever blink, we would get our second burn. And wow, as I'm talking to you guys, totally messed up. I should have hit Blood Magic back at 50. I'll go ahead and hit Death Bloom now. That's not good. That's really not good. That's going to put us in a tough spot. That's really bad. We'll get back up to about 65-ish mana. Oh, man. I might have to use Staunch Recovery just because I wasn't paying attention. That's terrible. I can't believe I did that. But anyway, boys, we need to... If you are on a live server, I'm just going to assume this thing is pretty locked down. But if you can jump on, find it up, and get the kill, I believe the timer is 60 minutes. I'm not 100% sure on that. But 60 minutes, so you kill the guy or girl, it takes 10 minutes. You've got to... Usually then about 10 more minutes to wait for all your blood magic, your twin cast, everything to refresh. Then you kill the next one. So say you start with Mirala, you kill her, you go downstairs to the first floor, and you kill Zarek. Then basically you're just waiting 30 minutes. So I usually get, 2 or 3 kills a day. I'm not just constantly on it. Because the test server, things are pretty empty in the tier 2 zones. There aren't a lot of people that are working them. I don't know if it's just due to the increased hit points of the trash mobs. Some of the zones are very congested. I'm not sure. But, so I can just walk in and 9 times out of 10, they're up. Yeah, it's royal demands. My bad. If you're on live, try to claim it. Try to get it, and then just keep it for a bit. You're going to know when the respawn is, so set a timer or something. Speaking of, Alexa, cancel the timer.
17-minute timer canceled.
You're going to know the respawn, so you should be able to monopolize the spawn. And... do it for however amount of time you can, because I feel like once I get my full armor set, I should have enough hit points where I can survive those nasty dots. It doesn't mean it's going to be a successful attempt, but when I get my armor sets finished, which I need, I think 2 more drops from Zarek and 1 from Mirala. When I get them done, I'm going to work on those massive dot bosses. I think we need the hit points to do them. So if you're like me and you like doing Hunter solo, farm these guys. They are worth it. Trait skill is by far the biggest upgrade you're going to get. Now, there are some trade skill non-viz items. Oh, okay, good. That we don't want to pick up if we're on the test server, or you're fortunate on live and you have Memory Forge, because some of the focuses, the percentage is higher on Memory Forge than it is. Oh, I still don't have a rope click. Than it is on the trade skill. So, like for example, the piece that does dot duration, I believe the trade skill is set up for, let's say 27%. We're in a loop, and the Memory Forge is for 30%. So, even though the hit points are increased, I feel like that type of buff is much more superior than picking up 1,000 hit points. So, I'm careful on which non-viz I replace, but as far as visible, we want them all, of course, obviously. This is getting rough. But as you guys can tell, probably from my just rambling for the last essentially 10 minutes, this is not... Oh, come on. This is not a hard fight. You don't even have to keep an eye on Jobber. Oh. You just have to try to keep your dots on the best you can. Are you kidding me? Come on, boys. 53 seconds. I will use Spire when this blanks to get like that last push to try to knock off a good 5-7%. Oh my gosh. This is why I haven't been making, on the third attempt, why I didn't just, I need to record a video, is it's so frustrating. And it's got to be so boring for you all to watch this. And so I don't even want to click Spire because I have no dots up. After that, I'm going to hit it. Let's see if we can make a push to, I don't know, get the last 5%. All right. I'm making the last run. See how it goes. See if this last one will push us through, but I doubt it. I don't think I'm going to get 7%. That's way too much. Not without twin cast. But I got a robe click, so I will just, as soon as 55, we got plenty of time. But I do have that last push if I need it. But anyway, boys, like I was saying, the fight's not hard. It's frustrating because you're fighting a bug the entire time. But you see, we're about to knock him down. I guess that was enough on the burn. Even with that bug, it came in a little over 1 million. Let's see. 1.1. The last one I didn't record. 1.1. Zarek a little higher, 1.3. Zarek 1.3. Zarek essentially 3. Because you don't get stuck in those bug loops. Pretty much nothing to loot for me anymore. I always just pick those up even though they're pointless. I'm just going to hand them out someday. I can't because it's tributes, but it's lore, so I just leave everything. But boys, that's it. It's just like Zarek. She passed along this circle around the entire, I think it's 3rd floor. Just find her up, knock her down, set a timer, come back and kill her again. It is well worth it. This is the best way for us to get our trade skill armor by far. I've farmed other bosses that drop trade skill pieces, but because of the placeholders, when you're guaranteed basically let me phrase this probably. When you are guaranteed a boss, let's say every hour, doesn't mean you're guaranteed a trade skill drop, but you're guaranteed a boss every hour. Well, let's take for example, I think it's Cradle, where there's the aerial list right out front. It's a 10-minute timer. But you can easily go more than 6. You can go 12. You can go 18 spawns in a row before you see the aerialist show up. And then it's this, I assume the same loot drop % chance as Mirala. So this is the way to do it. Just like Zarek, this is the way to do it. So boys, long video, lots of rambling. That guy in the forum's an idiot. There's a bug. Farm this as much as you can. Hope this video helps you guys with your camp for Mirala. I know the video between Zarek and Mirala will help you guys with your trade skill armor. Questions, comments, put them below. I'm glad this video is done with. And I'll see you boys in the next one.